So in today's video, I'll show you how you can calculate your future retirement numbers without adding state pension to it. So if you are in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, or even 60s, and if you're planning for the future retirement, then this video is for you. So basically, you would need four numbers to calculate your retirement numbers. Okay, so the first one is annual expenses. So what are your actual expenses? So here we'll put just 20,000 pounds. Okay, and that's the actual annual expenses including holidays and everything. Yeah, so for 2% it's 40,000 pounds. Okay, and inflation rate. So here we'll figure out what will be the roughly future inflation rate. So at the moment when I looked at the website, which is Bank of England's official website, it says 3.4 percentage. Okay, so you can see this in the screen here, but when we talk about the future inflation, so we need to be realistic here. So like I'll put 4 percentage. And the third one is time duration. So if you're planning to retire in the next 10 to 15 years, then you can put your personal number. So I'll put roughly 15 years. So hypothetically, I'm taking an example that you are 40 years old and you're planning to retire at the age of 55. So what will be the calculation? So that's based on that I'm doing this calculation. Okay, so this is a drawdowns year. So this number is very crucial because this will be inflation adjusted number. So at the moment you are drawing down, for example, 20,000 a year from 55 years on year onwards, what will be the future actual number? So to do the simple calculation, the spreadsheet has a very good formula. So this formula is very simple. Is equal to sign and then FV, which is the future value. Okay, and that's how we can calculate. So the current rate, inflation adjusted rate, is 4 percentage. Okay, so that we'll put in, and the number of years, so we'll put 15 years, which is the column B4. Okay, and then the payment amount. So at the moment we are not putting the actual amount, so we'll leave it 0. Okay, and then after the present value, so the current value will be 20,000 pounds, but we'll put minus here because that will give us the actual future value. Okay, so minus 20,000 pounds, which will come to here, and then the end or the beginning, so we'll do 0 for that. So that value comes to 36,018 pounds. So after 15 years you need 36,000, guys. So at the moment, even if you are thinking that 20,000 is more than enough, but after 15 years, once you retire, the value of that 20,000 becomes 36,000. Okay, so you need to think future into consideration. So that's how you can do that. It's a very simple formula. Okay, and this is a rough guide. So this is not like, we are not taking into consideration what will be the actual drawdown, because like, once you withdraw money from the pension, you're allowed to withdraw up to 25% without tax, and then after there will be a tax implication. So we are not doing that mathematics for that. If you want a certain number, then I can give you a couple of websites. I'll put a link in the description though, so you can check it further. But in my honest opinion, you need to seek professional financial planner. Okay, and if you have too much amount of wealth and if you want to preserve that wealth, then it's best to speak to a wealth planner. I'd say, like, you need to go with the proper guy, financial advisor, financial planner, and they can, like, check and assess all the information. Okay, and based on that they can give a correct answer. So this is just for our, like, understanding that what am I going to get, like, after 15 years. Okay, so 36,000 is the money which you will need. Okay, and you might think that, okay, so in order to get 36,000 pounds from 15 years onwards, so initial retirement money, you might need exactly the same amount or more than that. But then after, as when you age like 70, 80, then you might need less. Okay, so that we are not factoring out. So that's why if you want to know exact amount and what will be the future retirement amount and everything, then it's best to speak to the professional guys. Okay, so retirement number, how we can find out? So I'm just putting a simple formula here which is very well known in finance world. It's called 4% rule. So in order to get 36,000 pounds, okay, how much you need to invest, so how much you should have in your retirement pot. These retirement pot, I've just made a simple assumption that this is going to be just purely an ISA based. Okay, so it's not like you're considering your SIPs or SAS pensions, for example. Okay, and also this is not factoring your any type of property, buy-to-let property investment or whatever investment you have. So you just need to plug in this number, so 36,000, and you just divide by 0.04, which is 4%. So you need a 900,000 pounds. Okay, so 900,000 pounds, exactly 900,471.75 pounds you need, so that you can withdraw 36,000, which is the exact 4% withdrawal rate. So now you need to decide that how much you're willing to invest each month. You got 15 years, okay, and in order to hit that number, you need to do a back calculation, and then you can do that. So this is how you can run your future retirement numbers. So I hope this was helpful. So I'll see you in the next video.